The fish keeping hobby has been around for over 1,000 years and is continuing to progress as technology advances. Fish keeping is a spectacular hobby to take on because it immerses oneself into the science behind fish and comes with a sense of accomplishment. When planning to create a fish tank, a hobbyist must first decide which type of fish to keep, freshwater or saltwater. Each type comes with its own benefits and drawbacks. In the fish keeping hobby, a beginner should keep freshwater, while only experienced fish keepers should keep saltwater because of the necessary maintenance and the costs and risks involved. A freshwater fish tank is more suitable for beginners because it is easier to maintain than a saltwater tank. Let me start off by describing the maintenance required for freshwater. It is imperative to have a consistently cycled tank. Fish waste and uneaten food in a brand new tank is not optimal because ammonia, a toxic chemical to fish, will build up in the tank. A cycled tank has beneficial bacteria that will process the ammonia. However, this bacteria produces nitrites after it consumes the ammonia, which is also toxic to fish. Therefore, to remove the nitrites, freshwater fish keepers need to do water changes depending on how much fish waste is produced in the tank. In a standard 40-gallon aquarium that is appropriately stocked, water changes should be done about once per week. Water quality in freshwater fish tanks is important, however, many freshwater fish are hardy and do not require consistent checking. Also, freshwater tanks require filter cartridges to be changed monthly or bi-monthly, which is a very quick process. On the other hand, saltwater tanks require a substantially higher amount of maintenance, which is why I recommend that only experienced fish keepers choose this type of tank. A saltwater tank requires the same maintenance as a freshwater tank, as well as a consistent check for the salinity of the water. Like freshwater tanks, fish should be fed daily and the tank should be properly lit. However, since the ocean is extremely consistent in temperature and water quality, this means that saltwater fish are less resilient to changes in these. Additionally, water in the tank evaporates daily, thus salt concentration increases as time goes by. Saltwater fish keepers need to check their aquarium salinity on a daily basis to keep their fish healthy. Therefore, a novice should own a freshwater tank because the maintenance is less time-consuming and complicated than that of a saltwater tank. A beginner should choose freshwater over saltwater because the cost of freshwater tanks are considerably less, reducing risk. The costs of setting up a minimal freshwater tank include a filter, light, and heater. Also, there are continuous costs such as filter cartridges and food. In a saltwater tank, the filter is more expensive because it needs to be compatible with saltwater as opposed to freshwater. Other maintenance accessories are required for saltwater tanks, such as protein skimmers. Furthermore, freshwater fish are less costly to purchase than saltwater fish because they are easier to breed and more common in the hobby. As a beginner, it is an intelligent decision to choose freshwater over saltwater because the cost of freshwater fish tanks are much less than that of saltwater. Ultimately, the decision comes down to the fish keeper. Although experts in the hobby can still choose to focus on freshwater fish, or vice versa, it is best for beginners to start with a freshwater tank because they are easier to maintain and less expensive.